We're here in Frankenmuth, Michigan at the Frankenmuth Bavarian Lodge. Sure. And we're at Bull Terrier Nationals and the Silverwood competition, which is held annually for Bull Terriers specifically from all over the United States. And some people come from other countries to attend. And this year it is here in Michigan, which is where I'm from. And this was Druid's first time in the ring. And I just wanted to kind of show off what it's like to be at a Bull Terrier specialty, at a dog show for anybody who's never been to a dog show or a specialty. So this is a almost week-long event with a ton of activities for Bull Terriers. There's showing. This year there was barn hunt, there was obedience and rally, and just a whole lot of things, different things for people to do with their Bull Terriers. Wanted to make this video is because I wanted to talk about socialization, which is something that I've had quite a few people ask me about as far as Bull Terrier socialization goes. So this was the first show that Druid has ever attended. This is the biggest event that she's ever attended. This is the most dogs in one place, most people in one place that she has ever had to deal with. So this was a big first for her. And one of the reasons that I wanted to talk about this is because I see a lot of people who are new to the breed and they don't realize that Bull Terriers can be very barky and whiny and growly and lungy, and that's all super common behaviors for young puppies when they're going through puberty, when they encounter new situations. It's super common. And I kind of wanted to make this video to reassure people that that is very common. It is something that has to be worked on, of course, with training, but it doesn't necessarily mean that your Bull Terrier is or going to be aggressive. Hi! Because it often scares people when they encounter that for the first time with their first Bull Terrier puppy, where they'll bark and growl and lunge and throw a fit, hackles raise, stuff like that. So this was kind of something that I wanted to show everybody that that's normal. There are a lot of puppies here for the first time. There are a lot of young dogs. This is their first show as well. This is their first time encountering situations like this. There's a lot of older dogs here who are the same way. They get a little bit grumbly, stare downs, throw a hissy fit, a tantrum, but that doesn't make them bad dogs. It doesn't make them aggressive dogs. Hey. So Druid, I am super proud of her for the way that she did in the ring. We've been working very hard. She's sassy and she's mouthy. but I am focusing on rewarding her as opposed to just yelling at her when she encounters new situations, such as some people walked past, she was barking at them, I got her attention, redirected, and rewarded her redirected. Yes. And as far as socialization goes, I know a lot of people tend to think that socialization is taking a puppy and having it socialize and meet and greet with other dogs out in public. For me, socialization and what I recommend to other people socialization be is about creating positive experiences in new places and new situations for your dog and your puppy. And in doing so, for me, that means not meeting and greeting other dogs that we don't know. That means instead of having her run up on other dogs and run up on everybody that she sees, she actually has to pay attention to me. So I reward her attention on me. I don't let her just run up on others. I don't let her meet and greet. I want her focus and her attention above all else. And that way she has a much easier time processing what's going on, and she's not focusing on, I have to go meet them, I have to go meet them, I have to go see them, I have to go wrestle with them. And she says, okay, the way that we are in these certain situations is I pay attention to my handler, I pay attention to mom, and everything else doesn't matter because I'm not going to be able to interact with them anyways. And the reason that I do that is because I don't know how other dogs will react. I don't know how other people will react. And she could end up having a very negative experience, and that could create very negative behaviors, such as aggression. Should I let her run up and she meets another dog who is not a fan of her, and that may create negative experiences for her and lead to negative behavior that I have to try and fix. So to me, socialization should be taking your puppy out, having positive experiences, focusing on you, paying attention to you, and instead of just letting them go wild and crazy and do whatever they want. And in that way, they also learn that when there are new and exciting things, it doesn't mean you get to go crazy. It doesn't mean that you get to do whatever you want. It means, okay, what we do is we focus on our handler, we engage with our handler, we have positive experiences with our handler, and that creates a calming experience for them in new situations. They have a sense of trust and safety as opposed to a negative experience that they might have had otherwise. If you want to socialize your dog with other dogs, I highly recommend that you only socialize them with dogs that you are very familiar and comfortable with, in an area that you are very familiar and comfortable with, and that way you don't accidentally create a negative experience for your dog or your puppy. So when you start going into new situations, just remember to work on things that your dog and puppy already knows, rewarding things like focus or heel or things like that they do know. So your puppy can look around, they can pay attention to things that are going on, they can watch other dogs, they can watch people, they can sniff the ground, but rewarding them for their focus on you is one of the best things that you can do in giving them a positive experience in a new situation where they're probably very nervous, maybe anxious, maybe a little bit excited, maybe a lot excited, maybe they're throwing tantrums, maybe they're dragging you around all over the place. Build on what they know, reward them for engaging with you, engage with them in an upbeat way, bring toys, bring treats. She's more food motivated, so I have a lot of food. And don't sweat them going a little crazy. Don't sweat them barking. Don't sweat them trying to lunge at people and other dogs. Work through it, and eventually they'll get over it. They'll have good experiences on what is acceptable, what is not acceptable. Stop. And you're well on your way to a well-socialized puppy who is bomb-proof in any situation. and they are able to handle the stress of new situations. And yeah, that's basically my advice on socializing puppies in situations. Like I said, this is a very highly stressful situation for Druid this entire week, and she's been doing really good. The first day that we got here, she was yanking everywhere, she was growling, she had her hackles raised. I could barely get her to stand up on the grooming table for me to groom her. She was barking all the time in her crate. No, you're not chewing on that. And she's still crazy, of course. It's only day 3, or is it 4?
3, I think.
Day 3. Day 3 or 4. I don't know. We've been here. It's been a long time. But she's still crazy, as to be expected. But she gave me a heel. She gave me a focused heel. She gave me a wait and a stay while she was in the ring with another dog that was screaming at her, another puppy that was screaming at her, and I'm super proud of her for that. That is a huge accomplishment. Even right now, she's antsy because she's a puppy. She's trying to drag me all over the place. She's had a very long day, and yeah, so I hope you enjoyed our video. I hope you got to see into a little bit the world of Bull Terrier showing, and got to see some of the specialty. If you're curious in coming sometime with your dog or without your dog, it's free for spectators to watch, and you can go check out the bullterrierclubofamerica.com. You can watch for the Silverwood event. Like I said, it's yearly. It's not always in Michigan. We were lucky this year it was in Michigan. Next year it is to be in Ohio. Settle. Yes, much better. Next year is to be in Ohio, and hopefully you can come up, say hi to me, say hi to my dogs if we're ever there again, and hope to see you. Bye.